Disclaimer: efforts have been made to not to infringe with any copyright. If so, it may be brought to the notice for acknowledgement in future editions. No parts of this digital content may be reproduced, stored, or distributed in any or by any means either on paper or electronic media unless authorized. Digital content for candidates with speech and hearing disability. Sector: Gem and Jewelry. Subsector: Handmade gold and gem set jewelry. Occupation: Polishing and cleaning. Reference ID: PWD GNJ Q0701. Version 1.0. NSQF Level 3. Polish and clean the completed jewelry frame and components. Unit 2.6. Enamelling. Unit 2.6. Enamelling. Unit objective. At the end of this unit, you will be able to understand what is enamelling or meenakari. Unit 2.6.1. Enamelling. Number 1. Enamelling means when glass is attached to metal. Number 2. Enamelling is a technique of adding colored glass to a piece of jewelry. Number 3. Enamelling is basically finely grounding glass. Number 4. When these tiny colored glass particles are heated in a furnace at about 800 degrees Celsius on a very hot metal. Number 5. Enamelling is very brittle and can be easily damaged with rough treatment. Unit 2.6.2. Types of enamel. Number 1. There are 3 types of enamel that is used in jewelry. Opaque, translucent, transparent. Unit 2.6.3. Preparing the enamel. Steps. Number 1. Prepare the enamel color from enamel powder or lumps. The enamel powder or lumps used in enamelling are available in the market. They are also known as enamelling glass. The quality is mostly very fine powder and it's found in different colors. Step 2. Choose the color and put it in the mortar. Use a pestle for grinding. The enamel powder or lumps are grinded in a mortar. Step 3. Breaking the lumps down with a hammer. With the help of a hammer, break the lump because mortar and pestle is made of marble. Step 4. Mixing with water. Put water in it and start rubbing slowly. After some time, throw out the water from jar and repeat the process again and again. Pour bottled water in it one last time to make it pure. Step 5. Remove water. Remove all the water and make the powder dry. Step 6. Store dried powder in separate containers. Store the prepared dry powder in separate containers, preferably by colors. It is advised to label the containers. Unit 2.6.4 Enamelling process on metal. Step 1. Number 1. Cleaning the metal. Take the plain sterling silver sheet and soak it in a diluted solution of hot sulfuric acid. The metal must be completely of grease and oxides. Number 2. Engraving the metal. Engrave out the individual shape to be enameled from the sheet with the help of engraver. The thickness of the metal should be at least 1.3 millimeter so that the depth of enamel for a piece of enamel is 0.3 millimeter. Step 3. Rinsing the metal. Cleaning the metal and the engraving with a glass brush under running water. Step 4. Making the background more reflective. Make the background more reflective by using a burnishing tool. Step 5. Applying flux. Take a small spatula to place a layer of flux into the etched out area. Step 6. Spreading the flux. Gently tap the sides of the piece with the spatula to allow the flux to spread and settle evenly. Step 7. Removing excess water. Use the corner of an absorbent towel to remove out excess water. Step 8. Filling first color. Fill the first color required on the particular part of the product. Step 9. Applying second color. Then apply the second required color as per job sheet description. Step 10. Heating in oven. Place the filled jewelry product in an 815 degrees Celsius heated oven. Step 11. Melting of glass. After melting, the glass converts into a layer and covers the area to be filled. Step 12. Cooling after heating. After completing the heating step, remove the jewelry piece from the oven and put in water so that it may cool down. Grades 280 to 400 of wet and dry sandpaper can be used under running water to give a finer finish. Dry the piece and check that the enamel is smooth. Any remaining areas can be filled with the required color and the piece should be reheated. Step 13. Polishing enameled jewelry. The metal around an enameled area can be polished with the usual compounds. The compounds will not damage the glass, but excessive polishing will create an uneven surface. This can be avoided by lightly polishing the metal. A light touch with the buff should be enough to bring the metal to a bright shine. Tips. Number 1. When enamelling process is done, the metal should be cleaned properly. Number 2. Any area which is not cleaned properly will not be able to take the enamel on it. Number 3. When polishing an enameled jewelry, be gentle when polishing, as the heat of the buff can remove the metal. Number 4. If a part of jewelry gets damaged during the polishing process, inform your supervisor. Thank you.